Hey everybody, it's Sleeve, and this time I'm in Delaware for our supermarket checkout at this ShopRite owned by the Kenny family. And of course, you can tell by the architecture that this originally was an A&P property. In fact, it was a super fresh. Now, while the exterior still retains a few traces of its super fresh origin, the interior has been extensively remodeled, and we're going to see that as we walk in. However, I found that the interior, while, I was heartbroken I didn't see any previous A&P Decor artifacts. Overall, the decor of this Kenny family ShopRite was pretty nice. Seems a lot of the ShopRites this day are going in this sort of way with the flooring there. I've seen it in a few different ShopRites, but at the moment I walked in, I really wasn't thinking about flooring or about shopping. I've been driving for a while. I mean, come on, I'm from South Jersey. So I followed the signs to the additional restrooms. Yes, they have 2 sets of restrooms, which was good to know. So I used this one by the snack bar, and then I was on my merry way. And by the way, the food choices, if you will, were astounding. Whatever you wanted for a quick bite to eat, they pretty much had. It was amazing. And combination of the open ceiling, no drop ceiling there, painting it kind of a tannish, orangey-ish kind of color. I don't know what kind of color that was. And hanging the lights the way it did, it really did have kind of a upscale feel to it. Kind of like if you went to a Whole Foods or a Wegmans or something. It really did feel upscale, and I did like the use of color everywhere. A lot of color. I don't like the new trend, it seems, where bland colors or gray. Yeah, you heard me, Giant Carlisle, Giant Landover, Martin's, and Stop and Shop. And, of course, Food Lion, also one of your member stores there with their easy, fresh, affordable. The color is really what's important here. The use of color. I mean, all over the store, the use of color was great. And interesting there. I did notice those stickers where it says weekly specials had sort of a message that kind of detracted from my overall enjoyment of the store, where it said Kenny's Own, where quality comes first. Kind of reminiscent of a certain teal sticker that would say Sally's Own, where quality comes first. Yeah, I think somebody's copying here. Who? I don't know, but I'm a former Sally's employee, so out of loyalty's sake, I will say it was the Kenny family. I'm going to say you copied. Prove me wrong. But honestly, just happened to notice the corner of my eye right above the cases there, right above the refrigerator cases there, the lighting that is still there from the A&P Superfresh days. I have to differentiate between A&P Superfresh and Key Food Superfresh, like the Irvington store we went to, because that's not a real Superfresh. I'm sorry. Well, not sorry. But anyhow, a little bit about the Kenny family. Bernie Kenny is a military veteran, and much like, of course, George Zaley Sr. was, and even while he was still in the military, he worked part-time at a food fair supermarket. Eventually, he worked his way up the ranks in different supermarkets before purchasing 2 supermarkets in 1995 and joining Wakefern with the first 2 of his ShopRites, eventually purchasing and renovating 4 more stores, now with a total of 6 ShopRites and roughly 1,000 employees. And Now, even his children, his son Chris and daughter Melissa, who started out in different positions, bagging, cashier, night crew. They worked all the way up to managerial positions within the organization and are keeping the Kenny legacy going strong. And overall, again, minus that little bit of plagiarism. Again, I'm accusing the Kenny family, not the Zales, because I am a former Zale employee, and I do believe it was Zales where quality comes first. But again, I think we can overlook that and say that on the whole, this Kenny ShopRite of Four Seasons Plaza here in Newark, Delaware, is a rather nice store. Well stocked. Ooh, there's 8 o'clock coffee. Kind of like back when it was a Super Fresh. And well maintained, obviously. Definitely the Kenny family have an eye for detail, and I have to give it to them. And of course, because this is a ShopRite, I must needs try a donut. See how it stacks up against my beloved Zales, and of course, Ammons, which is a new favorite of mine. Of course, I better space out my visits to ShopRite, unless I want to end up with Wilford Brimley knocking on my door, selling me testing supplies, if you know what I'm saying. Well, at any rate, I'm looking around, looking high, looking low, and I went with the donut with the rainbow jimmies. You might call them sprinkles, but I'm from the Philadelphia area, and we call them jimmies. Don't know why, but that's just our thing. And if that John happens to offend you, I don't know what to say. Get over yourself. Well, anyhow, I figured I shouldn't just get dessert. I mean, it was lunchtime. I better get some main entree action going too, my friends. So I'm looking for a little something to munch. Ooh, love the classic blue Phillies jacket there, buddy. My kind of guy. Go Phils! Looking forward to a great season this year. Getting back to the World Series again, and this time winning it. So, looking around, I didn't want something that had a microwave, because obviously don't have one of those in the car. I'm not Homer Simpson.
The egg whites into the batter mixture while scraping the edges with a very stiff rubber spatula. Now let's look in on our hush puppies.
So, probably a sandwich or a wrap or something would probably be a little more appropriate to my driving style. Well, actually, I decided to park and eat, but anyhow, I'm looking around, trying to see what's available. And to be honest with you, while not like Stouffer's or Kissel Hill, this place did have a really decent selection of whatever you were into. And eventually, I looked around and think I actually went as far as walked into the snack bar section again. Yes, I did. And it was there that I saw what I was looking for. And, still looking for a drink at that point, but I came upon a nice little Italian hoagie. Well, trying to find which one was the Italian, which one was the turkey and cheese, whatever, found the Italian. And that was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like Zales. I'm kind of spoiled. I like my Zales stuff. But it was rather good. I will say that. But stay tuned after my visit for my taste test, if you will, of the Kenny Family ShopRite donut. Let's see how it stacks up against the beloved Zales donuts that I rave about. Seems like every register had some sort of mini cooler here. So I looked till I found a soft drink that would pair well with my selection of a donut and a hoagie. Let's see, what did I choose? I think I went with a nice diet Mountain Dew. Yep, there it is. And as I'm looking for a self-checkout lane, folks, why don't you hit that like button or even hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you know when new content is dropping here on my channel, especially if you enjoy the supermarket checkout videos that I bring to you. Now as I'm finishing up here, just like New Jersey, Delaware has a bag ban, so I had to bring my own ShopRite bag with me. But all things considered, the Kenny family ShopRite of Four Seasons here in Newark, Delaware was a pleasant shopping trip. Again, appealing to the eyes and definitely to the stomach with so many different choices of food and whatnot there. And I didn't realize it, but we had to wait in line here. I guess possibly they've had some problems with folks trying to pull a fast one, so they've been checking our receipts and our bags on the way out, and I don't blame them. Out of every dollar in revenue, supermarkets only make about 1 penny of profit. A lot of that is due to shrink, which of course has to do with, items get damaged, items expire, and of course, in this case, sometimes people just pull a fast one. But at any rate, I want to thank you folks for joining me. Now let's try that donut, shall we? So before we leave this Kenny ShopRite, where they say quality comes first, much like Zaley's did, I gotta try a Kenny donut. Now, you know the rules. I try a ShopRite donut from a non-Zaley ShopRite, and I give you my unbiased, unvarnished opinion. Look, I even said that Ammon's ShopRite donut, or Long John, was better than a Zaley's, okay? Before people say, well, he only likes Zaley's donuts. Well, I used to work for George Zaley, okay? What do you expect? I'm going to try Kenny donut. Now, when I picked it up, I did not like the look of it. Something just didn't seem right. But, where to bite the bullet? Or bite the donut? Or I'm going to bite the donut. Come on. You're not. So without further ado, oh boy, I'm sounding like a YouTuber. Those people are weird. Let's do it. To be honest with you, it's okay. Like if someone brought in a box of donuts from this store to wherever I was at, and they're there in the break room, you know what I'm saying? And it's break time, and I see them, and I'm hungry for a donut to go with my Diet Pepsi. Well, I would eat one. I would. But I don't think I'd come here to buy donuts. I'm going to say Zaley's is still numero uno. Ammon's is very close. I mean, they're like within a hair. Village, Bettino's, Kenny, I don't know, maybe you guys need to check out what Zaley's and Ammon's are doing, because those guys know what they're doing with donuts. Well, that's all, folks, for now. Like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, tell a friend. Try donuts at other ShopRites, unless you don't have a ShopRite near you, in which case, drive to your nearest ShopRite. In which case, some of you may have to drive a long time. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now. I can't believe I got in this place.